And hello there, this is going to be my grounded first few days survival guide with a lot of tips. So I'm going to try and cover everything you're going to need to know about this game and surviving and all the little things to get started with this game to give you a really good foundation on playing this game right to the end. You know, there's going to be a lot of work on playing this game. So yeah, let's get started. This is where you start the game right here. So you're going to pop out of your little case and pop out right here. And this is what you're going to see. Nice big baseball, footprints and stuff like that. And then you might have some little guys like this. So one of the first things you're going to have to try and remember to do every time you pop out is hit that little X button or whatever button you have to peep. You'll see these question marks and you can peep them and you get their weaknesses and their resistance and all the different guys in here. So just keep remembering to do that. So that's kind of a really important thing to do because it'll give you these cards right here. So you have all these cards with the information on there and I'll tell you what their weaknesses are. And in this game, weaknesses and resistances matter a lot. So yeah, I got a threat detected, so it's another one of these little lawn mites nearby here. I've played it for a day so far just to show you a practical view on this stuff. So some of the lawn mites have walked over here. You won't have to deal with them right away, but they're pretty easy to deal with. So when you get started, just remember to pick up everything that you can find on the ground. You're going to need a lot of plant fibers, and you're going to need a lot of these sprigs and stuff like that just to get started, and of course little pebbles and stuff. If you're looking for a safe place to build and start putting your objects in this game, this little stick right here is easy to climb, and there's going to be sap on here, so make sure you collect all the sap you can. You're going to need a lot of it at the start too. So you just run up here and you can start placing your little cooker and stuff like this up here, and it's really safe. The big spiders can't jump up here, and there's not much flying guys that are going to come in there and attack you. That, at least if you don't aggro some bee flying around there, and it'd be silly like that. You'd chuck a spear out of it, hit them or something like that. But yeah, let's get started on the stuff. So you can come out of here, you can collect all your stuff, it directs you right over to here, and that's basically it. When you first start these games, it's kind of like, you're small, everything's huge, you know what's going on, and you need to get all your resources up. You need your food and you need your water and stuff like that. So getting water can be easy. I can jump up and get this, or you can actually throw your spear at water and they'll knock it down, or you can just you can hit the stem. So if I hit the stem, it would knock it down. Spears and arrows work too, so you can do that and knock the water down to slurp it up. Of course, if you use your spear, you're going to knock it up. It's going to be stuck up there, but we can do that to dislodge it. No, that doesn't work. Let's jump up there and grab it. But anyways, you just carry on over here. Pick up everything you can, even food in this game. Every little object you pick up, you come over here and you analyze it to learn recipes. So you learn your recipes. You get the recipes done, and then you're good to go on learning stuff. And to just a note, you got to actually pick up these big grass planks in the weeds and bring them over to the analyzer, and then you can click it on here. And I already analyzed it, but that's how you analyze those big things that you can't put in your inventory if you have an issue with that. One of the next tips I recommend doing when you first start is you don't have to worry about building on top of there. There's nothing over here that's going to kill anything. If you put food on your little flame, your little campfire thing, ants will come by and eat it. I just recommend killing the ants as much as possible because you're going to want to build that ant armor set right away. But the first thing you're going to build is, of course, you got the food and the water, which is pretty easy. These little easy guys to kill are not a problem. You don't have to worry about that kind of stuff and follow the tutorial. Nice and simple. But let's carry on to some of the more practical things, like cutting down the weed right there. So you're going to want to cut down some of these big weeds. You look up there, and if they have flowers on them instead, they're going to drop pollen. And you might want to start farming pollen right away. Yeah, that's the word, pollen, right away. But anyways, you're going to want to get the dandelion tufts. So they will drop that, and that acts like a parachute when you're jumping off from high places. You can parachute down and glide out there. It has a limited duration on its effectiveness, but you can get lots of them throughout the yard without a problem. And so another first obstacle you come across there is getting the recognizing where you are. Just follow this mud pathway, and then you'll come across the clover right there. So there's where you get the clover and build that clover armor. In this game, the set pieces are pretty nice. You get the full set bonus, and it will show you right here on there, and it says moist. And so this gives you extra. You can retain your water and food better, and that's going to be really helpful at the start. So when you're not actually building, cutting down grass and stuff like that and running around, this is a good set to wear. So it's really easy to build. So just build it and have the full set going, and you have some protection going on with yourself, and then you're good to go. Build multiple spears is one of the other tips I recommend. You don't need just one. Build a whole bunch, and then then you can range guys out with a better spear damage. It does way more damage than bows. It can really do really great damage, and it's your go-to thing. But this is the main quest. You start here by going on there, hitting a switch, then you have to activate it. Just follow the laser line, and then there'll be a cave underneath there, and you kill the mites in there, and then you finish the quest line. We're not going to show you how to do the quest line stuff. Like it's really simple with all the tutorial stuff. I am just going to get there and get the all these tips going on there, so you remember what you're doing, or learn how to play this game and get all the stuff built up. Everything in this game is pretty easy. There's hotkeys to store stuff inside your chest and stuff like that when you have them. Like I didn't have my rope analyzed yet. So yeah, even everything you make in this game, you craft a rope, analyze it. You'll learn some recipes. Acorn shovel. Well, of course, you need an acorn and canteen. You might want to have a canteen to store your water in. It's just, equip it and do it type of a thing. And I took all the things in there because I took them one. But anyways, you do that and just build your basic stuff. But as you can see here, since all these weapons and stuff like that, it really matters on the type of weapon you have. And unfortunately, in here, it doesn't even tell you what they are. Like I can't see what the weapon special ability is on this screen right here. It really sucks. You can guess. So there it is, busting. Spiky club does nothing. There it is right there. So some of them don't have ones. Like why does this club not have busting on there? I don't get it. This one does. And stuff like that, and pebble for spear. But yeah, your weapons will have all of these things, but you're not going to get one with the slashing, and that's one of the first things you're going to do. You want to get your weapons up, and that's what we're going to cover right away on here. So the first weapon you can find on there, it's a rotten weapon. They're a little bit less durability, but still effectiveness. But since this is where you start right here, this is a nice oak, the nice big fallen oak branch type of a deal, and that's why I marked it off on the map. So just come over here and mark it off on your map, and this is where you start. So it's easy to find. We're going to run across this stick right here, right at the start of the game, no issue, and then we're going to, right over here is where the larval blade is, and then we're going to have our first fast bladed weapon to kill stuff with, because since all that stuff really matters, you're going to want to be able to have the weapons that will actually do the weaknesses and stuff like that. So here is a dust mite that I people already at, and they just jump at you. We can just, well, he's going to kill the weevil, so I can just ignore him. I don't need to kill him. But yeah, I'm just going towards, there it is, over this way. Let's go this way and do that. So here's the dust mites in their cave right here. It's just in this direction. I can just ignore these guys for now. And another sap. Get off there. Come down here. But be careful going too far to the right when you're coming down here, because this is stink bug territory. There's one right there. And they will walk over here a little bit, so you want to avoid those guys. And the best way is run on top of this log. So just come to the corner here, run and jump, and we'll get up here, and then you can kill these guys. And for killing mites, they're not hard. You just walk around in circles. Yeah, get too close to that stink bug. Oh, gotta move. Where are you guys? Where are you? There you are. We can ignore these for now, but they're easy to kill. You're going to want to kill a lot of those guys because you're going to need all that mite fuzz going on there for building your stuff. It's helpful for building arrows and your ant armor, which is going to be one of your main things you're going to go to. I'm going to probably kill these guys off. Oops, I should be ran in a circle. You're behind me, you bad little mite. No stamina. Yeah, no cheating in God mode and stuff like that for my videos. I'll show you how easy it is and how much damage you don't take at the start of the game with actual equipment that you can have. I should pick all that stuff up. Dodge. Stab, stab, stab. And there's a little field station right there. And it's just past this field station, and you'll see it right here. Big white cape right here, and this leaf little litter thing right there. And there's some larvae running around there. Be careful of those guys. They might be a little bit challenged for you at the start of the game until you're used to the controls. But for now, we're going to come down there and grab that and avoid them. Then we can run back up there. So we come down here, and then that's it. Pick up as much of these sprigs as possible. Spam them. You're going to need a lot of these to build all your spears, and this is like this is like the best place to farm these things. But anyways, we're not here to farm them, but you can when you're playing. Just grab all this stuff. Really good place to farm them. You need a lot, and they're coming out this way. So just grab this rotten larva blade and then run away, and then take it off. Just avoid them. And if they are chasing you and you get chased by them, you don't want to fight them, just jump on top of here. They really can't really get to you very effectively, I'm trying to say, I guess. But just wait till they run away or just keep running and try and get up on this log. You can get back up on this log in multiple ways. You could jump up on the branches right there. I think you can get on top of, there's just so many ways to parkour your way up there. Jump on top of here and then, I hate the roof. Anyways, but you get the idea. I'm not perfect at all this jumping stuff, but another way to get up there is with this big weed right there. It can be pretty simple. You can jump on this one right here and then just run and jump, and then run and jump, and then it's easier jumps to do that. And then you're back up on the log, nice and safe, collect all the sap that you want, and go back to where you are. You got your rotten blade. So we can check that out right now, I guess. And there you go. You got your rotten larva blade. You analyze it to learn the recipe, and it's going to, you have to kill some larvae and stuff like that, and get their drops to actually make this blade. But now you have a fast weapon to attack with. For that does actual slashing damage. Like, you know, your axe doesn't do slashing, it's actual chopping damage. So guys that are weak to slashing, there you go. You have your slashing weapon. It does poison damage, so you can poison them and then back off. Build that weevil shield right away, so you just, you know, kill a little weevil and learn that recipe to, you know, to make the shield. It's not too hard. But yeah, the next part of the quest is go back to here, do whatever you got to do to, you know, analyze everything and get used to the controls and stuff like that. Do this little quest right here, and then after this quest, after you're done this and you activate the machine, you're going to come over here to this place right here. It's not a hard trip because you're just going from basically here over to the big oak tree, and then that's where you're going to go for your main quest. And then well, where you have to go is the labs on this side of the tree, by the way, and there's going to be some wolf spiders that are hiding in there. So don't try and do this at night, because wolf spiders are going to kill you and with one shot, and they're pretty dangerous to, you know, try and fight. You're not going to be able to melee them to death at all, and so good luck with, you know, unless you're really pro at dodging and blocking and stuff like that. But even then, even getting perfect block in every single one of their attacks is going to be really hard. And if they hit you once, you're basically dead. If they jump on you, you're dead. It's not going to be holding your hand on that until later in the game. And then later in the game, fair warning, once you do parts of the main quest, these guys evolve and get stronger and get upgraded type thing, and more guys will spawn. Just so you know, if you're watching older videos, they said this island is safe to build on, but it's not anymore, because after you do the first hedge quest right here, you know, you go, the main part of the quest is you go over here and then you do this, and it sends you over to the hedge. Basically, is your first thing you do. After you finish the hedge stuff, there's a mosquito that spawns in there, and there it can be a pain in the ass if you don't know how to deal with them. So this place isn't really safe. I hate to know what's going to happen later on if I get farther into my second playthrough on this. What's going to happen with here? Is there going to be tiger mosquitoes? Is there going to be more of them? And then try making a base here. It's not really that much of a good idea anymore if they're going to have spawns in there. And you can't get rid of spawns in this game. There's no spawn blocking. They just keep coming. And those big wolf spiders in there, they will eventually get upgraded with the haze once you finish the haze lab type of deal. So doing the main quest can be bad for you, even though you'd learn a lot of more recipes and stuff like that. So just a fair warning on your choices on how you want to play this game. It's a tip that you might want to actually master the yard and what you can see before changes actually affect what's going to be going on and stuff like that. But let's carry on to part of the main quest. I said kill lots of those red ants so you can build that red ant armor, because the next rotten stuff you might want to get is the gold handtail is right around here somewhere. We'll see it on my other load game when I show you that. But you want to go in there, and if you have the full set of red ant armor, they won't attack you unless you pick up their larva. So don't pick up their larva. You can go through the whole thing in there, the whole cave, collect all that nice loot in there, and there's the full set of beat armor, which is tier 2 armor, and it helps your bows out there if you want to go with the bows and stay up nice and high to kill stuff, because I can stay up here. But the stink bug can still stinky. He has a stink gas, can still get you here. So this isn't safe. You got to be a little bit higher and stuff like that. But anyways, let's load up what you're going to do next. You're going to go there, and I don't want to show you the whole running thing. So where is my save? Not my kill. Nope. Was this one? Yeah, like in this case, the starting guide one. Yeah, starting guide, and there he goes. Oak Hill. So basically, the whole idea was just basically run ahead and get to the Oak Hill, and you talk to the burgle inside there, and I'll show you where he is. I just don't want to show you the whole trip of running around and do the editing and cutting and stuff like that when I could just do multiple saves, and it's just a little bit of a loading screen. So yeah, a little bit longer. I should have loaded it first so it's in the memory. But there you go. Once you get over here, it's really easy to navigate in this area. So let's get along with the other tips right here. Before you even come to Burgle, if you really want to get up to the safe spot right up here, so you come to the tree here, you can see the pop can right here. You'll recognize it. You have pop, you have some juice nearby, and you have this log, and this is pretty safe spot. And this is where we are at the map. This whole log thing is a good starter pathway to navigate the map. And that's what I recommend. Since you can't really build your floors yet until you talk to Burgle, and if you really want a safe place, it's nighttime and you're going, oh crap, you could just build half floors. This is just, half walls. walls. You can build half walls and then jump on them. You know, just be careful when you're jumping on to get on top of this log. This is a nice, good, safe place. In my other game, I had nothing come by here and attack me, but of course I didn't really attack a wolf spider on purpose to see if he could get up here and jump it. But he can jump from here to here, so just be careful, because if you do run this way, he can jump up here. Just put some walls on here, and he'll jump and hit the walls and then bounce off, type of a thing. If you're building your base, type of thing. But I recommend building pathways all the way across this here log thing, and then just build to your heart's content. You'll see it in my next save game that I load up, and I show you the other tips in here. But the other tips for building and stuff like that, once you get to Burgle, he's just on the other side of this can over here and past here. So this is where you get all the acorns and stuff like that. So lots of acorns. You can make the acorn shovel then, and there's a couple grubs in the ground. So make sure you kill those grubs. You just use your shovel, dig them up, find the dirt thing. Where is some dirt here? There's some dirt moving. See that dirt moving right there? You need the shovel, and then you just get there and you dig them up, and then you kill them, and you get some hide and stuff like that. But Burgle is just past this little patch of grass right here, and he is up in there. So yeah, there it is right there. So you can see the purple stuff. It'll be glowing a lot more purple, and then you just jump in there and talk to him and do all that stuff inside that little cave right there. We're not going to do that. Then you can learn the stuff like building floors and things like that, and it shows you what you can do with molar tooth. You need tier 2 stuff. So there's a tooth right here. But you need a tier 2 club to break these things. That's what you want to focus on, getting that kind of stuff your stuff upgraded, and so you can get your character upgraded with your status right here. So you can go here and you check out your mutations. The more you do stuff, the more mutations you're going to learn, and you can learn some from using your science points and stuff like that from Burgle, and getting him some super chips and things like that will unlock more things. It's mostly doing stuff. So if you want to focus on spears and chopping and killing guys, you'll get those things. Just make sure you activate them. You can start with 2, and of course, recommendations when you're actually getting these mutations going is, of course, there is 2 sets of mutations that you can learn with the 2 different types of molars. For stuff, and one is for making more mutations, and then it also does stuff for like increasing your hit points and your thirst and stuff like that. Just save them up and unlock more mutations. More mutations, the better. You get 3, then 4, then 5. That's and they're expensive. So just save your molars for that when you're doing it, and then the other ones go with your item inventories first. So it's pretty cheap to do 1 of each first, but yeah, these things only stack up to 10. You're going to want to bring them up to 15. You want to bring your food up to 10. Your food items can only stack up to 5 at the start. You want to bring each of those up 1 by 1 each, then go into the inventory item space is what I recommend. Now let's go for building. You're going to want to start building your base and having a nice little safe place and eat all that grass. This game here, you can build off of your planks, and you can move them around. So yeah, this is one of the first easy tips that you can learn is just move your stuff. Bring your pallet after you make your pallet. Bring it to where you're actually going to be doing your work. Cut your grass and put them on the pallet. And of course, you can get that chopping thing for grass, and that's going to be really helpful. And then you want that ant armor, so you can carry 8 of these instead of 5. But yeah, you fill up your pallet, and then you just move it back to your base, and then you can build right off of it. You don't have to take stuff off of your pallet anymore. You can fill your pallet up, you can fill yourself up full of grass, and then you can go up here. Then once you'll learn the staircases. You can do that after, so you don't have to worry about being so picky. But yeah, you just come on here, and then I can build right off of it now. So that's really handy tips you can do. Same for loading up your inventory spaces and stuff like that. It's really easy. So the next thing that we're going to do is going to be a little bit tricky or a little bit scary, because we have a lot of spears. Like I recommend you making a lot of those. So when you're going to go, we're going to go into the water next, and we're going to get the next tier 2 spear, because a little bit extra damage goes a long way. Because right now, if you try and kill one of those red ants, you can throw your spear, and you're going to be doing 95% of its health and damage, and then it runs away, and it runs faster than you. It can be a pain in the ass. So basically, you can stab at the guy, and then throw your spear at him to kill those red ants. But we can go ahead and get that next level spear. It's a little bit more damage, which means you can actually one-shot the workers and farm up enough stuff to start building some of that red ant gear that we're going to need. So we're going to dive down here. The only thing you have to really worry about is a big goldfish, and of course the bell spiders, and we'll see those. But they'll tell you like 3 spears. So make sure you have at least 3 spears, and this is in the middle somewhere. So he's in the middle. Down here, so we'll just stay near the surface so we have some options. We're doing it at the start. I'm not cheating. I'm not using any gear to do it. You just swim out here and just avoid the big goldfish wherever he's hiding, and then just dive down once you're over above. So there's nothing here, so we'll dive down. There's the air bubble. There's a good indication. Find that air bubble, dive down, and we'll pick up the air bubbles. There you go. and just keep diving down. Air bubbles will keep you nice and safe. Later on, you can learn a buoy thing and mark it off for yourself. But yeah, diving down here is nice and easy if you know where the bubbles come up, and that's where they come up right there. So we'll keep getting their oxygen. Nice and simple. And there's that Rex. And there's where the spear is. He's right inside his mouth. Sunken T-Rex. And there's your rotten level 2, tier 2 spear we can get. It does a little bit extra damage for crit and stuff like that. And then we're just going to go back up and back there. So this is, getting that larva blade and getting this stuff right away, it just helps out a lot. And I think I got 20 seconds is enough to get up to the top of here. We can make sure we get the bubble. There you go. Oh, I go to the spider. Okay. You could do combat. 1. Oh, I didn't block it again. 2. See, 2 shots and then a third one. Oh, I missed him. There you go. Now you're dead. And then when you kill these guys, you get oxygen back, so that's pretty cool. And your spears float up to the surface. You can pick them back up. That's in case you get in combat, or you can just run away. Pick them up. And underneath the lily pads is where you get your other ingredients. And of course, you can just pick up some more ingredients to analyze while you're here. Kill tadpole, get the tadpole meat. Just don't get nailed by that stupid goldfish. Where are you, spear? There you are, right in front of me. Yeah, and those water bugs, they don't kill you. You need lots of their parts to build stuff, but they're really easy to kill. One spear throw will kill them, so just get close to them, and then try and pick up the spear first before you loot the body. So let's get back up on here. I think I went too far over. Oh, I missed it. Come on. It's a little bit slow going in the water, but yeah, we got our rotten spear. We don't need to go up, but I can go up there, find out there, just to go over here. I went off to the side too much, and yeah, getting up here can be a pain and tricky sometimes because it's sliding me around. It's not the control. It's not me hitting the controls. It just slides around a little bit until you get over there. Because sometimes it's just this game likes to slide me around a lot. I don't know why. I move one direction and it pushes me another direction. But now that we got this rotten spear, we can check it out. And then you can analyze it to learn it. You're not going to be able to craft it or anything like that, but it does more damage than your regular spear. Just a little bit more damage, but this is enough damage to actually, kill the ants with. So you got a nice little spear weapon to kill ants with, and you're good to go. You build all the stuff, and now the next step in this game is you should have gotten all those sprigs. You got a hammer now. You can bust all those rocks. Like in that mite cave, there's lots of rocks in there when you did that quest. And then you should have lots of pebbles and pick up lots of plant fiber, and then now you can build. And then of course you got the acorns there. So now you can build your chests, and now you can build a whole bunch of those spears, which is what I really recommend because this area here is plagued by those wolf spiders, and what feels good, going around there getting a bow, and you're going to need like 120 arrows to kill a wolf spider? Yeah, I don't think so. And of course, you have to kill lots of mites to do that, and do all that kind of stuff. It's just it's not as easy as making spears to kill guys with. And now first we hit them. Where are you going? There's the red ants. We'll kill them one shot. Stop moving. There you go. Kill the worker. There you go. Give my spear back. Nice and simple. Get lots of those parts. Make your red ant armor as fast as possible. Search out the first ant cave there, but for now, we're going to show you the next tips in this game is to actually kill those wolf spiders by building a whole bunch. Build a couple of those big chests, not these little small ones. Build a couple of those, and we're going to move them inside that cave there. So let's load my other game up there. I don't like any of these kids. Log out, save. There you go. We'll load that up. So I loaded up my other game here where I have all that stuff done already. So what I did at the start of the game was just, I used all those ingredients and I, focused on building a couple chests and filling them full of spears. I basically wanted to play it safe and have a full chest of spears for one wolf spider spawn. And you can do this through all the wolf spider spawns throughout this game. So this is, right by the oak tree. You don't want these guys bugging you at night. You're going to be building full tilt when you learn the building stuff on your little base right here, just to have a little basic base going on there. So you don't want to deal with these guys coming around at night and killing you. So these guys won't hurt you in this cave right here while they're sleeping. And then right up here is just come inside here. There's a little rock you can stand on and be safe. So this is where I brought my chest, and I brought another one over here just to stash my gear in there. And then these ones here I filled up with spears. So it's a lot. I find it, it's a little bit better to kill these guys with those spears than it is the other way around. So I just, you can pick them all up. I got another button here. Let's get my buttons there. And then you're relative. If you get too close, they could, jump at you. But you can just stand back and then start throwing your spear at them. Oh, he's a little dodgy. You'll move up a little bit. Just adjust where you are for them to, get a better moving spots. I'll move a little bit closer. How about that? Come on. No, don't go too close. There you go. You can, sometimes you can get them right close enough to actually pick up the spears, which would be nice, right? I can do a little bit closer. There we go. Pick it up. Pick them up. Oh, that wrong button. That's why. Go a little bit closer. Why not? There you go. Nab them. And then, yeah. So, yeah. If you really want to not build a whole bunch of spears, you can just have a handful and maybe try to get them in this, sweet spot. So the sweet spot is kind of hard to get, and if he attacks me one shot, one little bite, and you're dead at the start of the game. So yeah, don't risk yourself, but you can easily just kill these guys. It's a lot faster than arrows. Arrows will do like a quarter of the damage, which sucks. I'm out of stamina, but yeah, that's why you need two of these things, just in case they're far away and you want to be safe. Just to have them. The spears are so easy to make. Very basic ingredients. You can build them really fast, and then you can bring this whole chest over. Since you can relocate stuff without a problem. You can go faster if you want. Let's pick up some more here. Basic spear chucking. I'm hitting the button too fast. Yeah, they bounce off each other, so you don't go too fast. Closer, grab him. There you go. He's in a close spot. Yeah, so if you get the sweet spot like this, you're lucky. But if they're just over here, you just got to chuck them, and then picking them up and then putting them back is going to be the only thing you have to worry about. But out of stamina for the last one. There you go. So yeah, so it's not too hard to do. You can do this right at the start of the game. Then you just pick them up, and it's one hotkey to put the spears away. Then you've got to run around and collect all your spears, type of a thing, and then that's about it. So we can just do that, and then hotkey them into your storage, and then you killed your spiders. Now you have a couple days free of spiders where they won't bug you. And then you can come back there and harvest them and get all that nice, venom and stuff like that. Venom and spider fangs and some spider bits. And, all this stuff is really good, handy. Oh, look at that. There's an orb weaver that walks by here in the daytime, too, for later on. I don't think he walks by right at the start because this is a little bit more in there. But, yeah, let's carry on with some of the last little tips that we can do with this little game right here. For your building. When you're building stuff, build big, huge pathways. We'll go up here and I'll show you what I mean by that. Because don't be afraid to build big, huge pathways everywhere. And of course, you can build a little system like this. Once you have the ingredients, you kill enough of those larvas to actually get the ingredients for this. You need that acid type of thing to build this little system right here. So this is a bouncy elevator type of a deal. And how you do that is just you got to clip this thing inside this wall and get the flat end of it, right? So that's the flat part of it, and you just put that into the wall, so it's just barely touching. And then once it's there, you'll be bouncing off of there, and then it goes up like 3 blocks high. And you can build this up as you see fit, and then you just walk into here, and then you can bounce your way up. And mine's a little bit buggy. I don't know why mine is buggy on the last one. The last bouncy pad is buggy. That's why I had to build all this wall stuff nearby to get on here. It should go up one higher, and I should have enough room to clear this, but I don't. I don't know what's wrong with placing my last bouncy pad, but that's the way it is for me. I just, sometimes the things don't work. But yeah, this is where I decided to start building up here, because it's going to be relatively safe. Land guys aren't going to hurt you, but you're going to want to build a whole bunch of these zip lines. And so what you can do for building other bases in other locations, you can pick up stuff like, heavy stuff like this, and come up to the zip line and then drop it on, and you'll send your grass down your zip line. Later on, there is an item to go up zip lines. You have to kill the assistant manager, which is, I think, in the old anthill, way over there somewhere. The black anthill. You have to kill that. That's way later in the game. Then you can go up zip lines. But for now, going down to your other bases is going to be handy. And having a nice platform up here is relatively safe for all your needs. And you're going to want to go around this whole yard as much as possible. But maybe we can see that on my thing. But at the start of the game, learn your clay foundations. It's really easy to farm lots of clay where we have that safe base over there. It's not safe anymore because that's where I found out there's a mosquito there. But yeah, you can build. There is tons of clay, like 200 clay basically a run going through here and getting all that stuff. It's really simple to get and build. And see my pathways? You're going to have to run around this map a lot. Just build up high in the air and make big pathways. So I got pathways all along that little log fence over there to get on top of this ledge right up here, and then down to the next ledge and back up again because you don't have zip lines right away. It's just easier to do than running through the grass and getting confused and lost and having all those guys run after you constantly. And then you can just do that. Just build nice, big, huge walkways across everything, and then you're going to be good to go for stuff. I just recommend doing that, even though it takes a lot of time to do stuff. You're going to be doing a lot of running around back and forth. And zip lines aren't going to cut it for some until way later in the game, and then it's just going to be handy to have, even if you're going to use it a couple times for stuff like that. So I could build like a zip line over here now, but you might want to have your little thing going up to the that's why I have the pathway over here to get on top of there, and I can run over here and start farming those guys over there if I wanted to, which I actually did. I killed some of those other roly-polies and the level upgraded ladybugs type of a deal, and they take like 120 arrows of tier 2 bows. So yeah, they're not as easy to kill. I should have brought some spears maybe, but I didn't over there. I just wanted to scout it out. But that's what I recommend you doing and stuff like this. I wonder if we can. No, I don't think we can. It doesn't work like that, does it? Let's find something simple like arrow. Can I put arrows in my inventory? I can. Okay. 6. Does that work? 6. Nope, can't drop small stuff. Just checking. That would have been funny. But yeah, you can move your stuff across the zip lines like that. But yeah, this is the whole yard. So I'll just go on, carry on, play the game. Hope you have a good foundation of getting started in this game, and some cheap things you can do. Instead of using a bow, you can throw spears. And there's that old ant hill right there you want to explore at the start there. This is where you're going to kill your ants. And then the real ant hill is right over by that leaf over there, I think. Yeah, I think that's the real ant hill. Well, no, that's right there. Okay, it's marked on the map. It's on my map right now. There it is. Yes, well, over here more. So yeah, there's the anthill, the real anthill. You're gonna explore and get that full set of bee armor tier 2 stuff going on there. I don't even have it on right now. Just carry on the full set of red ant armor is really good for haul and helping you out when you're cutting stuff. Carrying 8 at a time when you're loading up your pallets is still handy. So yeah, and building out, I was able to build up most of the way up here. Just the pallet would actually reach over to here, right? Putting my pallet up here, it would reach all the way up, almost all the way up there for its automatic build. So I don't have to carry the logs up one at a time. I don't want to get stuck down here. But yeah, that covers all the very basics in this game. Just make sure you're looking out for the weaknesses and the strengths of the enemies, and learn to fight them one-on-one as soon as possible. Like killing the ladybugs, make sure you go out there and get your little busting weapons going, and learning how to do that. And the red ant club, I don't know why, doesn't have a damage type. I didn't even notice that before, so it might even be better just to use the insect hammer if this doesn't count as an actual club for damage. Maybe they should really update that. It says a club. It should be maybe that symbol's for busting and not for actually clubbing. But who knows? So thanks for watching, and that's about it. We're all done. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.